niece or somebody that's graduating. I might as well say thanks for the program announcements. For the graduates aren't even down there yet. Thank you for joining Gering High graduates this afternoon for their ceremony. To maintain the dignity of the ceremony, please silence your cell phones and do not use noisemakers or such items as they destroy the decorum of the ceremony, and in order for the audience to hear each graduate's name as they're announced. Air horns are expressly prohibited. Please take a moment to locate the emergency exits closest to you. In the event of emergency, please pay close attention to the announcer or school personnel for important safety information. If you or someone nearby you have a medical emergency, please notify the school personnel that will be throughout the auditorium. Thank you and enjoy the ceremony. I get applause for that. I get applause for that. How's that? It's just people like it. Yeah. They got such warm, fuzzy interactions with me. Look at that.
Tried calling Tom. He was out cutting the grass. So I did the OnStar thing, and he was able to come pick us up tomorrow. I mean, it's 2000.
Please join us in honoring our country in the Pledge of Allegiance, led one last time by our student body president, Logan Moravec.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Logan. Please be seated. Seniors, parents, relatives, and guests, members of the Board of Education, the faculty and staff of the Gering High School, and friends, welcome to the 129th commencement ceremony of Gering High School. I'd like to introduce the distinguished guests that we have on the platform this afternoon. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Members of the Gering Board of Education, Mr. Brian Copsey, Mr. B.J. Peters, Mr. Brady Schall, and Mrs. Mary Wynn. Also on the stage this afternoon, Mr. Bob Hastings, the superintendent of Gering Public Schools. I'd like to recognize the following students who, along with our salutatorians and valedictorians, comprise Gering High School's class of 2019 top 10 students. These students have earned maximum credit and taken a selection of core classes. These students are wearing medallions signifying this honor. Please stand and be recognized. Robert Hansen, Elena Millay, and Riley Schiltz. I now have the honor of presenting to you the Gering High School class of 2019 salutatorians and valedictorians. Students have maintained their grade point average at the very top of their class. For the past 4 years, through hard work, dedication, and perseverance, these students have managed to achieve a performance very close to perfection. All are wearing gold medallions signifying their achievement. The salutatorian for the class of 2019 is Isaiah Henderson. Isaiah will attend the University of Nebraska Kearney to study biology. Please come forward and receive your award. The class of 2019 has 6 valedictorians. Each of these students maintained a 4.0 grade point average, earned maximum credits, and completed all of the core course requirements. Jayla Harden, daughter of Eric Harden and Heather Samland. Jayla will study psychology at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. Megan Mazer, daughter of John and Beth Mazer, will study pre-med while attending the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. Logan Moravec, son of Lisa and Michael Moravec, will attend Chadron State College to study physical therapy. Brock Parker, son of Doug and Lori Parker, Brock will attend the University of Wyoming to study astrophysics. Rachel Rollins, daughter of Brent and Martha Rawlings, will study biology at a college yet to be determined. And Lauren Whaley, daughter of Mike and Sonia Whaley, will attend Summit Christian College to study youth ministry. Please come forward to receive your awards. I'd like to recognize a specific student for his awards of distinction, Brock Parker. Brock has been recognized as a National Merit Scholar, a National Merit Scholarship Award recipient, and one of 9 students named to the Omaha World Herald Academic All-State. Congratulations, Brock. Thank you. Gering High School has a long tradition of providing all seniors with an opportunity to address their graduating class. This year, the thoughts of Rachel Rollins will reflect the thoughts of the class of 2019.
Once upon a time, we entered the doors of elementary school in our brand spanking new first day of school outfits and entered what would be the best years of our young lives. Having to sum up the past 13 years in a 5-minute speech is almost as challenging as getting through Mr. Johnson's chemistry class without having a failing grade once the entire year. This has been an adventure of a lifetime and a journey we have all dreaded at some point, but I am so thankful that I got to spend my high school years with such a wonderful class. Okay, that's enough sentimental stuff. When I was in 8th grade, I fell in love with a boy. I'm not talking that 8th grade holding hands is equivalent to kissing love with a boy. I'm talking about the whole enchilada. Sparks flying, long walks along the beach at sunset, etc., etc. Even though we had never met, I was positive that the feelings I felt towards this boy was the real deal. He was the only thing I could think about. I wondered what he was like and if I would actually love him as much as my 13-year-old brain thought I would. In 9th grade, we finally met and got to know each other. He was charming and fun, but sometimes a real pain. As the years went on, we went through the ups and downs of the relationship roller coaster. Mental breakdowns, lack of communication, tears, the whole shebang. But we had the time of our lives. So many of my favorite memories were made with this boy. Weeks and months flew by in a blink. Most of my time and energy was focused on him and making sure that our relationship would last for years to come. For the most part, we were happy. Towards the end of this year, however, things began to get toxic. We fought all the time. Little things that had never bothered me before began driving me insane. I complained to him about anybody that would listen. He was becoming a burden in my life, and I was more than ready to find the exit door in this relationship and book myself a ticket on the one-way train to a life without a U-Ville. As time had progressed, there has been a lot of debate about leaving him. My parents and friends both think it's way past time to get rid of the boy I've spent so much of my time on for the past 4 years. So today, I'm gonna do it. And it just so happens that he is right here in this gym. Let the record show that all of you are witnesses to this monumental occasion in my young life. Okay, here it goes. Gering High School, I am breaking up with you. For good. I honestly don't know how I put up with you this long since you've been cheating on me from the start with 150 other people. There's no point apologizing now. Please don't tell me you miss me because feelings probably aren't mutual. I'm sorry, pal, but we are never, ever, ever getting back together. That's been on my chest for a while. While I have your attention, high school, I would like to thank you. Without you as a catalyst in my social life, I probably would have no social life. Long distance over the summers was hard for you, but we stuck together and we made through anything life threw at us. I'd also like to thank the other people that have helped this relationship be all that it has been. Parents, teachers, and friends. You are the reason I have become who I am. All the long hours of ranting, staying late to work through homework and other challenges have been greatly appreciated. There is no way I could have gotten through this past 4 years in my relationship with high school without your help and support. Every relationship teaches you something. As a class, you taught us life skills. We learned how to balance our relationship with you, our activities, all the problems you threw our direction, and for some of us, our other side relationships. You also taught us how to balance chemical equations, BS in English paper, and what the mitochondria actually does as the powerhouse of the cell. We learned how to live on minimal hours of sleep while we took care of your problems, and I think we turned out just fine. You taught us how to be patient and work for what we want. Without you, we wouldn't have an automatic support system. We wouldn't have a place where we could learn with people similar to us. We're all still trying to figure out what we want out of life, but you've helped us point ourselves in the right direction. You put us in situations where we were forced to be vulnerable, and we are better people because of it. Personally, you made me discover that I had value because I was different. It took me most of high school to understand that I was best in my own way. Being excellent does not mean being the best at anything. It simply means that you're fulfilling your potential. Of course, every relationship is full of magical moments, and it's safe to say that we've had many of those. Friday nights under the football stadium lights, snow days, sunburns, musical performances, stay at our different activities, and prom. Throughout every sport, speech, musical, and club, we bonded with each other through the highs and lows each of our activities brought. From freshman to senior year, we have created and strengthened friendships that are pretty special. You brought us together for a lifetime. Ultimately, high school, for the past 4 years, you were my everything. For a while, you were all I wanted in my future, but then you introduced me to your good friends, college and career and the military, and, well, we've kind of been talking for a while now. We were never meant to last forever, and I think you knew that the whole time, too. It's hard to admit, but it's time for us to let go of you, high school. You showed us a new, exciting skin that became suffocating very quickly, and it's time for us to shed it. I encourage you all to break up with high school. And when the time comes, break up with college. Break up with an unprofitable career. Break up with the unsatisfactory relationships in your lives. Take the time you need to move on and heal, but remember the things you learned from those relationships. Cling to the memories you made in those moments, because in the long run, that's all that really matters. Breaking up is never easy, but trust me, this time I promise it will be more than worth it. Anyway, high school, I'm sorry if I ghost you this fall. You're not really my priority anymore. I'm sure you'll move on quickly and find someone new. I hear there are 114 freshmen who are pretty excited to meet you. Regardless, I'm sure we can find a way to stay friends. After all, it's not you, it's me. Thank you.
The Gering High School Concert Band, under the direction of Mr. Benjamin Valou, will perform a music selection from How to Train Your Dragon, arranged by Al Laughlin. here until you figured it out.
As you can tell from your program, over 90 of our seniors received scholarships or were offered scholarships to further their education if they so choose to do so. This class of 2019, was offered a total of $2,917,264 in scholarship funds. They are to be congratulated. At this time, I would like to recognize our seniors who have chosen their next step to be military service. So would you please stand and stay standing, and then we'll recognize you and applaud for each of you, or all of you together. Garrett Kahn, Kiana Orsborn, John Bale, Jeremy Farella, Christian Riccio, Andrew Lawson, and Gabrielle Castro. Thank you for your service.
The Gering High School Harmony, under the direction of Mrs. Shelley Mugley, will perform 100 Years.
There's still time.
Thank you, Harmony. Members of the Board of Education, having reviewed the records and transcripts of these seniors, the faculty and staff of Gering High School certifies that each of these students, as noted in the commencement program, has met the requirements set forth by the Board of Education, and I present them for individual students for graduation. Wait a minute. Got the wrong.
Haley Leanne Allen. Henry Scott Alvarez. Curtis Ray Craig Anderson. Evelyn Nicole Anderson Signs. Caleb Zachary Andrews. Gina Natasha Anthony. Brooke Danielle Austin. Christian Alejandro Avalos. Maceo Antonio Ayala. Justin Michael Ballinger. Jenna Marie Baltazar. John Bayo. Gracie Karen Bott. Timothy Allen Bernhardt. Colton Steele Bevins. Jonathan Gabriel Blanco. Brianna Marlene Bull, in absentia. Dakota Ryan Bowles. Noah Robert Bordeaux. Joseph James Brady. Josie Ann Brown. Blake James Bruner. Logan Miguel Burr. Christian Xavier Cabral. Christian Lazarick Michael Camacho. Thomas J. Campbell, in absentia. John David Castrojohn Lopez. Gabrielle Annalie Castro. Cody James Catron. Estrella Solis Cervantes. Xavier Michael Cervantes Horst. Zanesha Jusne Kalupa. Megan Marie Chrisman. Hunter Allen Chrysolite. Bobby Linnea Claflin. Jessica Lynn Clapper. Maximilian Clausen. Garrett Wayne Kahn. Jeremiah Blade Contreras. Raimundo Corona. Jacob James Cowan. Yesenia Cruz. Deacon Thomas Hunter Dameron. Heather Ross Davis. Jace Ryan de Moranville. Chloe Mary Francis Dirksen, in absentia. Delia Lee Dolberg. Elizabeth Marie DeVille.
Matthew Allen Eckerberg. Lachey Nicole Ayler. Taylor Lee Elson. Jacob Douglas Engstrom. Cody Allen Ferguson. Savannah Harley Flowers. Jeremy Allen Farella. Charity Hope Franco. Thomas Edward Ganos III. Jade Alyssa Garcia. Nevea Rihanna Garcia, in absentia. Lindsay Ann Gross. McKenna Caitlin Hackett. Robert Glenn Hansen. Levi George Hansen. Jayla K. Harden. Isaiah Christian Henderson. Deshaun Frank Hernandez. Faith Marie Hesse. Lisa Marie Imus. Ashley Jade Jackson. Quinton Andrew Janacek. Hannah Renee Johns. Jasmine Kaylee Johnson. Madison Alexis Kinney. James Michael Klemp. Michael John Kurtz. Grace Sandra Larson. Andrew Gregory Lawson. Spencer Coltrane Lenoir. Andrew Bernard Livermont, Jr. Paige Nicole Lopez. Whisper Leanne Lopez Van Winkle. Ruben Enrique Lazoya, in absentia. Susan Eliana Maldonado Calistro. Marcus Riley Manley. Ava Elizabeth Merez. Donovan Joseph Marshall. Colton James Glenn Martindale. Megan Elizabeth Mazer. Anthony Jensen McDonald. Aaron Alberto Mendez. Abigail May Mick. Elena Loy Malay. Ariana Pearl Mitchell. Logan Michael Moravec. Emmanuel De La Rosa Marino.
Destiny Ann Mueller. Stephanie Munoz Vega. Logan Michael Murdoch. Mary Theodora Newman. Kiana Ashley Orsborn. Brandon Cole Panatoni. Brock Austin Parker. Madeline Elizabeth Parks. Emmanuel Perez. Colton James Pettis, in absentia. James Matthew Howell. Brinley Grace Pazenka. Cassidy Leanne Ramig. Rachel Elaine Rawlings. Aaron Kingsley Reed. Christian Mervin Marcelo Rick Riquejo. Jayla K. Rice. Elena Jody Richter. Hayden John Riedel. Alexis Renee Rorick Rodriguez. Derek Michael Sabala Richard. Jinli Basat Saloon. Olivia Lee Schaub. Riley Matthias Shields. Kyle William Schroeder. Justin Ray Scott. Jonathan Michael Scribner. Salma Juliet Silva. Jabe Anthony Simonton. Nicholas Lee Smith. Kelly Rochelle Snelling. Janet Lynn Spangler. Samantha Ann Stamper. Alexia Rose Tolman. Cade Thomas Thunderbull. Joel Allen Torres. Alyssa K. Irwin. Nathaniel Travis Van Ann. Matthew Dylan Van Galder, in absentia. Austin Thomas Fahrenbrook. Juan Carlos Vasquez Ramirez. Carson Michael Wallace. Skylar Joe Ward. Carly Brianne Wasson. Addison Tay Winemaster. Lauren Renee Whaley. Brendan Nathaniel Williams.
Time when students can learn faster than teachers can talk. We are redesigning instructional delivery to foster curiosity and relevance to the real world. We are doing more than giving them devices. Our professional, Progressive and personal staff prepare them for life. At Morrill Schools, your child can thrive.
Why love a rain garden? Let me count the ways. Rain gardens contain and filter water runoff while recharging our underground water supply. They provide habitat for birds, bees, and beneficial insects. Native perennials give 4 seasons of color and texture, beautifying a home while increasing its value. Established gardens are low-maintenance, low-water landscape features, colorful, functional, and sustainable. Rain gardens, brought to you by Tri-City Stormwater. Our water, our responsibility.
Okay. Parents, relatives, friends, I present to you the Gering High School class of 2019.
Just set them down there.
That one wasn't bad.
Brought them all. 4 or 5 extras in case any of them went through twice.